Hey everyone! So, what you're about to see is the most exciting VHS game I've had so far. It was a super fun match, so I decided to record it and put it on the YouTube video. However, as it was the end of the stream and I was already a bit tired, I didn't really comment as much as I wish I would. I was a bit more focused on the gameplay, so I was silent for a big majority of the match itself. So with that being in mind, I did decide to record it and put it on the YouTube channel with a bit of some interruptions with the occasional explanations of the thought processes and plays that are occurring at the screen, so that people that do not play the game can understand it and enjoy it a bit better. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, what time is it? It's midnight 20, so yeah, I believe this might be the last game of the day. So let's make it a good one. Ah, that would be so sick if we could, like, end the day with the first win, but I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, so as you can see, at the beginning of the game, you do have some time before you have to transform into the abomination or the monster itself. So, while I was disguised as Athena, I just checked the two closest places where you could be building a weapon to see if I can find someone. Unfortunately, I did not, so I decided to keep patrolling the nearby weapon crafting stations to see if I can indeed find someone and get an early hit. So every killer has three abilities, Q, E, F. So the Q for the werewolf helps me a lot in chase. It makes me run super fast, which is very good. The F lets me locate teams easily. It is a heartbeat sensor that lets me know if there are teams on the proximity, closely how proximate they are, and as well as their direction, so it helps me avoid ambush and locating hiding teams. And the E, the most important ability, which is the one I'll utilize shortly, allows me to utilize a roar, which creates a burst of energy, which prevents the teens from healing, from crafting weapons, and most importantly, from shooting back at me. So I heard a noise from the workbench right there, and I'm not certain if that meant that the weapon had been completed, but just to be certain, I'll utilize the roar so that I can then approach, and then I will utilize the heartbeat sensor to locate the teen which was in hiding so that I can get an early hit. So you cannot hear it very well on this video, but there is a team behind me, which I have just heard. What I'll do then is I will hide my body so that they can't hit me. Whenever they do, my abilities are disabled for a short duration. Once I am in hiding, I will utilize the E so that they can't fire back at me again, and I will utilize their own ambush against them to get the hit. As you can see, the weapon creates a lingering area of effect. I was unaware of that, which is why I utilized E and tried to go back from the same door, which is why unfortunately this play will backfire. Ah, I needed to wait. Right. The lunge is shitty. Right. Bad fight for me, bad fight for me. So as you could see, I was killed by two purify weapons, which is why I decided to respawn next to the fire one, in case one of them did come here to create a fire weapon immediately, so that I could ambush them right away. What? I got stuck there! Ah, that was so lame. Why did I get stuck? Aw, come on. That was a weird loop for me to be in. Yeah, this is not... I need to play those kind of loops so differently than DVD for sure. From the information gathered by my F, I know there is a survivor nearby, and I hear the strange noise, which I assumed came from the survivor. Unfortunately, I was not aware that it came from a remote-controlled weapon. What? Wait, so if I hear that, I can't do anything about it. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't know that. So how do I counterplay that weapon? Oh, I needed to wait a bit more. I overestimated the amount of time they stay without being able to fire after taking a hit. Luckily, since he did have a lightning weapon and we had already been killed by the stigma of the lightning weapon, I only got stunned rather than outright killed. Right, so this play is a bit risky. Rather than utilizing the F to know if there is an ambush waiting for me around, or the E to prevent said ambush from ever hurting me, I decided to utilize the Q so I could speed up and get the early hit, which would disable them all the same. Unfortunately, that didn't work out as well as I thought, because I did whiff a bunch of times, but since they did not have the ambush ready, I was fortunately not punished for it. As you can see, there is a team next to the fire bench. I was unaware whether they had or not completed the weapon, so I'll just utilize my E to cover my approach and play this safely. So at this time, I know they have a weapon that can kill me. I utilize the E in order to push them away a bit, and then, since it would take time to reach them, which they would be able to utilize the weapon again, I then utilize the Q so I can be faster and try and approach from other angles to try and conceal my approach so that I'm close enough so that my E actually matters and I do get the hit safely. Okay, I'll wait for my E in order to be able to approach properly. I would just like to point out how lucky we were. We got hit on the last possible moment, so thankfully we could utilize the ability beforehand. If not, I might have died right here. With how much he fired the thing, I assumed that they had ran out of ammo. That was not the case, but luckily we were not punished for it. So we know that there's one last girl alive with a weapon that can kill me, so I wait here for my heartbeat to return so I don't get ambushed. Okay, one more. At the time, I thought utilizing this preemptively would have been the best idea. Now that I think of it, I believe walking through more open areas, such as the middle of the map, or large rooms such as this one, and the corridors, would be the best idea. in order to not have the ability on cooldown when I might need it. Thankfully, the rift did spawn, so I'll move there to see if she is there or not. If not, I will try to capture it myself, while keeping close attention to the doors and the walls, since I do have my E to utilize if needs be, and popping my F as soon as it is out of cooldown, so that if she does get close, I will be notified, since after the rift, I will know exactly where she is. Because of the rift, we know exactly where she is. I'll utilize my Q to approach, and I still have it active, and I'll utilize the E so that she can't hit me. And that's GG. There we go! Holy shit, that was such a comeback! Holy shit! Nice! Nice, nice. That was such a good last match. That was such a good last match. I'm really glad we had that one. Holy damn. Thank you very much for everyone who took a little bit of the time to make it to the end of the video. If you do wish to be notified whenever new content drops, make sure to subscribe. Furthermore, most of this content will come directly from the live stream, so you can also make sure to drop a follow there so that you are notified whenever I go live. The link will be on the description. Once again, thanks everyone for joining, and have a rest of a good day. Bye bye.